What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Devin the Bear. Here with me today, we have the boy Zach. Gonna discuss some good fights coming up this Saturday. I had to change it up a little bit,
So different.
Yeah, unique. This Saturday, December 4th, we have Rob Font taking on Jose Aldo in the main event. Before we get there's a lot of good fights going on. This is a banger of a card. Like, this is something that I think everybody should take some time to go ahead and watch to get things started. I know that there's a lot of announced bouts. There's nothing really made too official yet, but I'm sure they're gonna get to it. We have William Knight taking on Alonso Minifield.
That's gonna be a good one,
dude. That's gonna be a great fight. The Alonso Minifield is a knockout artist. William Knight, kind of the same thing. He's an absolute fucking unit. Everyone thinks he's on the juice, and if you see him, you won't question why people think that. But what's up?
And then we got Alex Morono and Mickey Gall. Alex Morono's a Houston boy.
Yep.
That's our boy. Mickey Gall's a big test, so yeah. It's pretty cool seeing him get those big names.
Mickey Gall's looking good too, man. He's training a lot with Matt Brown. His last one was back in July against Jordan Williams. A really good fight. He was out there piecing up Jordan Williams, who has really good hands. Took him down after he wobbled him real well. He took him down, submitted him. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that will help Alex Morono a lot as well, just because, I mean, it's really cool seeing somebody who trains, over in the Woodlands. Yeah. And then he's getting a fight against somebody who's really finding his footing really well with Mickey Gall. And now he's going to fight that guy. Alex Morono has had a really good 2021 so far, so really cool to see him finish off 3-0.
Then you got Clay Guida and Leonardo Santos. That could be either a very fun fight to watch or Clay Guida just completely controlling Santos. Santos has great jiu-jitsu, but I don't know. I think that one's very interesting. It stays on the feet. I surprisingly think that Leonardo Santos gets the knockout.
I think so too. We've seen him rock guys like Kevin Lee who have pretty good hands. I think Leonardo's gonna get that one done though. We'll see what's up though. I think Clay Guida is kind of on his way out, and I'm always excited to see a legend like him fight. But, like, now it's to the point to where it's like, all right, man, like, you're still doing this, And it's kind of fucked up to say it like that, but it's kind of true, though, Even his ponytail's starting to thin out a little bit. He's been around for so long,
hairline.
Yeah, it's disappearing. So is that chin strength, too. But we have Cheyenne Bays coming back for another fight. Taking on Mallory Martin on short notice. Cheyenne Bays is she has a little bit of hype going on with her. She has that really nasty head kick knockout that she got back in, I can't remember, it was over the summer though. But
be careful when you get up.
Yeah, watch that chin. And so I think that's really, I don't know, man. I wish fighters would do stuff like that more often. I think they try to. It's just some fighters are a lot more aware to keep their hands up when they're getting up, Because I've seen fighters throw kicks and stuff like that because they're not a grounded opponent anymore.
Yeah.
And most fighters catch that and they get up fast enough too. Like, this isn't sparring. They're not going to just let you get up, You good?
I was yawning. Sorry. You got to carry.
So I didn't know what was going on there.
So we also have Chris Grutzemacher fighting Claudio Puelles. That's going to be a pretty solid one. Both guys are pretty fun to watch. We have Jake Matthews fighting Jeremiah Wells. That should be really fun. Jake Matthews is one of my favorites. I like watching him fight. And then Manel Cape, who's one of your favorites, fighting Zalgas Zumagulov.
So you said Nalagos. That means butt in Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah. So one thing I did notice about this prelim on the headliner on the prelims though, especially with Manel Cape. Manel Cape has that really nasty flying knee knockout over O'Day Osborne. Happened back in August. Happened in Houston on the Derek Lewis and Cyril Gahn card.
Scrooston.
Yep. And I think one of the things though is, like, I've noticed especially with Manel Cape, like, he doesn't get very easy fights. Former champion over in Ryzen's coming over here and they're not giving him the easy road, which you can't really expect them to give him the easy road. He's fucking stocky. He was, like I said, he was a champion, so they're gonna really test to see if you can hang with some of the best guys. Right now I want to say he's 1-2 in the UFC right now. But he's fought some really, really tough guys. With his first fight in the UFC, he fought in Ryzen. Excuse me, he fought over in Ryzen. Yeah, I did say Ryzen? Yeah. I don't know why. I thought I said something else. I thought I said KSW. I do know that they do co-promote though. And his first fight was against Alejandro Pantoja, which is a really hard fight to take. I mean, they were trying to break him into the top 10 as quick as possible, but I mean, so I think that right there, that's going to be a really, really good fight. That's a fight to definitely look out for. And so with the main card, we have Brendan Allen taking on Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is coming off of a huge knockout win over, what's his name? Phil Halls. Yeah, Chris Curtis took that fight on very short notice, came in, did the job, and Chris Curtis at one point was like retired. He just got up off the couch and was like, didn't really get up off the couch, but he was actually supposed to be fighting over LFA in Houston. So he stepped in short notice to take on Brendan Allen, but I don't think that fight has the same outcome I don't think that fight's gonna have the same outcome as he did with Phil Halls, though. Brendan Allen's a lot longer. He fights a lot more different than Phil Halls.
It's very short notice for him, though.
Yeah.
So you, as always, you got to worry about how ready is he going to feel when he gets in there. But Brendan Allen showed time and time again that he's always ready. So
yeah, and that's the scary part too.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's ready for war. I think we've only ever seen him wilt one time, and that was against Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland him threw down.
I was very surprised by that.
Sean Strickland, when he knocked him, I was like, fuck you, and just kept walking away. But stuff like that. I mean, I know that. Oh, also, I forgot to mention as well, Matt Brown was supposed to take on Brian Barberino on this card, but he tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets well and we see him come back. He's coming off of that big. He had a really good knockout over Douglas Lima. Diego Lima. Fuck. He knocked out Diego Lima. He knocked out he knocked out Diego Lima. Like, he made him faceplant. It was disgusting. Highly recommend going back and watch that knockout. But Brendan Allen, I mean, that guy's game just as much as Chris Curtis is, but he's a lot bigger than Chris Curtis. So
yeah, I think you'll definitely see that pretty quick once they face off against each other. It's going to be obvious.
Yeah, and another really good light heavyweight fight they have set is Jamie Crute taking on Jamal Hill.
I think that fight could be fight of the night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jimmy Crute comes game. He's ready to throw down. We haven't seen him fight since April, right?
Yeah, since his leg got messed up against Anthony Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he was taking some pretty hard shots in there within that fight too. You know, Jamal Hill is really, really good boxing.
Yeah.
He's coming back from injury as well. His arm, his whole elbow dislocated. Looking like.
Was it? Who did it?
Paul Craig.
Paul Craig, yeah.
Paul Craig dislocated his elbow,
and he was just kind of like, darn.
Yeah, he just was like, I remember when they were doing the official call, like the official call for the fight. He's just standing there, and his arm just flopping around. That was whenever that one referee did his fight. He was the one ref was officiating that fight, and they come to find out that referee was like a terrible referee. There was
it the like Russian?
No, it wasn't the Russian one. It was some older guy, and one of the reporters in telling Dana White, they asked Dana White about it, and one of the local reporters had said, no, anytime we see that guy ref a fight, we know something's about to go wrong.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like watching Robert Alexander ref a fucking fight, you know? So
good old Rob.
Yep. Google him. Works at NASA. What? But if you ever see that, if you ever watch the Fury fights and you see Robert Alexander step in there,
he goes by Rob.
He goes by Rob. He's cool.
No, he's not.
No, he's not cool at all. And
I don't know how he is personally. I've just seen him ref fights, and he's not very good at his job.
No, he's not. And so, but you'll see some shit go down, guaranteed. We almost saw Levi House catch a body that night. Mouse. We almost saw Levi Miles catch a body that night. It was disgusting. I don't know. It's just a really bad stoppage, but that shit is implanted in my brain.
Yeah, we also got Rafael Fiziev taking on Brad Riddell. That fight could be fight of the night.
I think that fight could be fight of the year.
Yeah? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be too quick. Someone's getting knocked out in that fight.
You think someone's getting knocked out? Yeah. I mean, I felt the same way about the
Brad Riddell's last fight?
No, about the Michael Chandler Justin Gaethje fight.
Oh.
And, I mean, if there's any fight that's going to take fight of the year from them, it's going to be these guys. Brad Riddell had an absolute banger of a fight with Drew Dober. That was back in June. I remember.
That's when I was talking about that, because I thought somebody was going to get knocked out in that fight too. Yeah. And they just kept going.
Yeah. I mean, and then you have Rafael Fiziev. He's a Russian fighter. I want to say he has a sambo background. I'm not 100% on that, but he lives in
I think it's a safe assumption.
Yeah, and he trains in Phuket, Thailand. I want to say he trains with Patorian, and his stand up, dude, like he has incredible Muay Thai. He goes in there and he throws the fuck down, and I mean we all like to see stuff like that. And he's even said before, he's like, I'm not Khabib, like I'm not like your typical Russian fighter. Like I want to come in here and fight. Rafael Fiziev put on a really great fight. I mean, even then people were saying it was fight of the year against Bobby Green. Brad Riddell, whenever he fought Drew Dober back in June, people were saying that it could have been fight of the year. Those guys were throwing. That was the best. That was the best fight on that card, in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah.
For absolute sure.
Who else fought that? Adesanya's fought Vittori that night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was such a shit
Banger,
fight.
dude.
Yeah.
No.
Those fucking punches to the thigh, dude. Brutal.
Made him cry, dude. Did you see Adesanya cry in that fight, bro?
Imagine if the referee got tired of him trolling him, so he waved off the fight.
And just went like, oh, yeah, when you cry out in pain, that's a verbal stoppage.
Yeah, it's a verbal submission.
Or verbal submission, yeah. So,
yeah.
Oh, you didn't mean it? Then you shouldn't do it.
Damn. Maybe you should take it more serious.
Yeah.
But that'd be incredible.
But yeah, this fight I feel like is going to go to a finish. I see these guys going in there and absolutely going after it in the first round. I feel like Riddell goes down.
You think so?
Yeah.
He got clipped a lot in his Drew Dober fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he goes down. Fiziev goes out there and he takes hits, but he doesn't really budge.
No.
So I feel like he gets the win.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know who takes that one. I mean, Brad Riddell at one point was Israel Adesanya's head coach. He's very.
That's not a big deal.
What's that? You too? Yeah. So
not a big deal at all.
But like, it says a lot. Like I be bragging about it nonstop. No, but like I mean, he knows a lot when it comes down to striking. But like I said, he got caught a lot against Drew Dober. And Rafael Fiziev didn't really get caught too much against Bobby Green. They fought a pretty even fight, but I mean, to actually put your hands on Bobby Green's a lot harder than it looks. He kind of drops his hands. He has really good head movement, does a really nice shoulder roll, and but yeah, no, he what's it called? I don't know. I would like to see Brad Riddell win. I like seeing all these city kickboxing guys take over, but I think when it comes to it, I think the division needs somebody like Rafael Fiziev more. You know. You have this Russian guy coming in saying, "No, fuck that. I'm not gonna sit here and play touch butt with you. I'm gonna try to whoop your ass." I
think him and Jan are kind of the second wave of those guys.
Yeah.
And it's much more exciting. I loved Khabib. I loved his rise, but you do want some fun in there, and his fights weren't always fun. I have fun watching it, so I'm completely talking from an objective standpoint. I have fun watching wrestlers fight. It really doesn't bother me at all. But I understand that most people, the average person, doesn't. So we need these guys.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think that's what sucks is one of these guys have to go. But I mean, I'd not really go, but it's gonna go back down the ladder, you know. And it's like, man, but and I feel like a loss for Brad Riddell means we won't see him around as much. He'll probably stick to coaching a little more, you know. I'm sure he takes fighting very serious, but either way, I mean, I don't know. I'll go ahead and pick for right now. I'll say Fiziev takes it as well, but I'm not even 100% on that. But I think both of these guys are going to be either whoever wins this fight is going to be a lot of trouble for a lot of these guys, and when they get into the top 10, you know, I think. I mean, I think both of them could definitely beat somebody like Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, I think so too. They're both very in your face, and that's kind of the problem with people who face Tony Ferguson is they're so worried about his style that they aren't covering that distance. They're not closing that gap. These guys do. They don't care. They're going to get in your face, and they're going to put you down one way or another. Speaking of being in your face, Rob Font.
Yep. Main
Rob
event.
Font, Jose Aldo. Rob Font has been impressing everybody, I think, but he's not talked about enough.
No, he's a dark horse of the division.
I think this whole card hasn't been talked about enough.
No, it hasn't.
And it's kind of insane considering this whole card is made of like the exciting up-and-comers in the UFC.
Yeah.
Who are past the point of being new.
Yeah.
and they're putting together their resume. Now they're putting together what kind of fighter they're going to be in the UFC, and no one's talking about it. And I don't get that at all.
No, it's fine. It's fight. So that's why I told somebody today. I was playing COD, and I told somebody, "Hey man, like, you should really tune these fights." I was like, I probably won't. I'm like, no, you should. Like, if you want to watch some good fights, you need to tune into these fights because, I mean, from top to bottom, like, and if you don't have anything going on, just put them on. Put them on as background noise.
The second you hear the crowd cheer, just look.
Yeah. I do it all the time, even with the cards I don't really want to watch, but I still do. And so, but this one is going to be a great card. And
and what a headliner. Rob Font is, his boxing, I think, is a lot better than Aldo's.
Yeah.
But I think Aldo is going to be able to really take Rob Font to a place where he hasn't been as far as experiencing offense from his opponent.
Yeah.
I think Rob Font's opponents typically have been worried about his offense, so they haven't ever turned it up. But I think Aldo's not worried about that. He's done this long enough. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
He's going to be mixing it up. He's going to be chopping away at his legs. At least I assume.
Yeah.
So I think Rob Font's going to have to worry about that, and I don't think he's going to be used to that. So I think that first couple rounds, we're going to see Aldo kind of controlling the stand-up.
Yeah.
And then as the fight progresses, though, I don't see Rob Font getting tired first.
No, I see Jose Aldo getting tired first. That's a really good point you bring up, that a lot of these guys that Rob Font has fought, guys like Marlon Moraes, they just kind of stood there. Marlon Moraes' gas is so fast. Guys like Cody Garbrandt was just literally just standing there getting jabbed all 25 minutes. And so it's going to be more of just kind of waiting to see what happens with that. And Aldo is a very aggressive fighter. A lot of these guys really don't know what to do with him because he's so fast. I mean, still till this day, there's so much footage on him, people don't know. Like, Pedro Munoz just stood there the entire time.
His speed isn't what it used to be, but it's still so fast that fighters don't know how to adjust to it. Even though, like you said, there's so much footage on Aldo, there's so many ways for you to prepare for it, and then you go in there and you don't see the strikes coming, they're still hitting you. It's like, Jesus.
Like, I bet you if him and McGregor fought again, like, it'd be a very different story. Just because, I
think so too, because from what we've seen from McGregor, he has lost some speed.
Yeah. He's lost a lot. I mean, he still has the power, but it doesn't generate the power as well as he should, you know?
And if he went in there and tries to fight Aldo like he fought Poirier, I don't see it happening. Poirier gets hit a lot.
Yeah.
Aldo typically doesn't. So I don't know. That'd be a good one. But in this fight, I think Brad Riddell gets a pretty late fight stoppage.
Brad Riddell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Rob Font. Look at me. Look what you did to me.
it's
contagious.
Yeah, thank you. And that wasn't even on purpose. Again,
but yeah, I think Rob Font gets a pretty late fight stoppage. I see Jose Aldo winning the fight up until he gets tired, because what I assume is going to happen is Aldo's going to go in there and try to be the one to push the pace. Yeah, and he's probably going to do that, but he's constantly going to be getting popped in the face while he's doing it by Rob Font, because Rob Font has the reach. He has the better boxing, so I just feel like that's how this fight's going to go. You're going to see Aldo look better, but still take shots and kind of stop any kind of flurry. He's never going to fully have the momentum of the fight, but he's going to be winning the rounds. Yeah. And then he's going to get tired. Yeah. And then Rob Font's going to take over and finish the fight.
Yeah. And we've seen, because Jose Aldo put up a great fight against Petorian, but, eventually Jose Aldo wilts. It's a known thing. He wilted against Petorian. He wilted against Max Holloway.
Mark Hominick.
And the thing is,
that was in his prime.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And it's like we still see that happen to Jose Aldo, where he's susceptible to losing, you know. And Rob Font has showed that he doesn't really get tired. He can go for 25 minutes, keep just in your face the whole time, you know. And with that, I think I don't know. I just think that's where Rob Font wins. Like you said, I think late in the fight is where he's gonna probably take the fight. He's expecting. I know that Rob Font said that he's expecting to finish it inside 3. I don't think he finishes inside 3. But but also the thing about Rob Font, though, he's really big. Yeah, like he's a big bantamweight.
Like I said, he's gonna be able to stop Jose Aldo from coming in too much. Yeah, but because of his reach and his size. But I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna back Aldo down the whole fight.
No.
Aldo's not gonna let that happen. Plus, with those leg kicks,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. So if he's trying to take it in within 3 rounds,
Yeah.
he's trying to counter strike and get that knockout that way.
Yeah. And I mean, kicks aren't always very good to do against Aldo. Have you seen how he checks kicks?
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It's dude, like he can't even hit it. He just bends his leg in like he's doing like a butt kick. You know, he brings his leg in, and it's like nobody can ever even touch his legs. But Rob Font, like I mean, like I say this every time about the new we talk about like anybody from the New England cartel gym, they have hands for days. Like they don't play around when it comes to boxing. And I mean, we've seen Rob Font. He has faced the kicker in Marlon Moraes, and he knocks out Marlon Moraes. He's fought a really good boxer in Cody Garbrandt, and he's able to sustain and stop whatever Cody Garbrandt was trying to do and shut that down for the entire fight. Jose Aldo, we've seen what he has done in the bantamweight division, in the featherweight division. We know that he's good. So it's more of what can Rob Font come in here and do, you know?
Yeah.
Because Jose Aldo is still a force. I know Khabib said that he only does it for the money, and so what if he does? He's still competing with the best for lots of money.
Yeah,
you know?
that's kind of my thing. Is he's still fighting the guys who are expected to be the next greatest thing,
Yeah.
and then he beats them.
Yeah.
So Rob Font's supposed to be the next best thing. Let's see what
Yeah.
Jose Aldo does now.
I mean, Jose Aldo fought Chito Vera, and we saw how that went. I didn't really like that fight, but I also felt like Chito Vera, he kind of stalemates himself a lot. He doesn't keep being active, you know? Usually what we'll see with Jose Aldo is he will throw stuff, and he'll throw something for an action, but no one ever gives him a reaction. And I think that's kind of with Rob Font, is Rob Font has such good defense that I think Jose Aldo's going to get plenty of reactions. He's going to get plenty of counters thrown back at him, you know?
And that's exactly what I see happening. And I just don't see him trying to get the... maybe it's not that I don't see Rob Font trying to get the counter knockout. I just hope he doesn't, because then he's going to be sitting there waiting for it.
Yeah, he's going to get... he's going to get complacent with the counter.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
Yeah, because you kind of want to see... Because then after that, you're just too readable for somebody as smart as Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
And then he's going to know you're just looking for that, so he's going to find that reaction and then give a response to that.
Or he'll take you down.
Yeah.
Like, you can't forget Aldo has great ground game, too.
Very good jiu-jitsu.
So, if he takes him down, I'm going to be like, yeah, dude, you stood there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But I do feel like whichever guy wins, their next fight is title contention.
Yeah.
Aldo, you can deny it, here and there maybe.
Yeah.
But eventually, if he keeps winning, like, you can't tell him no.
Yeah.
Rob Font's beating everybody, so you can't tell him no.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a tough one. But just real quick, I think Rob Font takes it as well. But like leading into that fight though, then now we look at the bantamweight title picture. We have Petr Yan, who is the interim title holder.
True.
Technically, he's the people's champ.
He's the real champ.
He's the real champ. Fake master. That's what we're gonna call him now. We're not calling him Funk Master anymore.
Master.
Yeah, fake master. Did you see that he fucking like some robot commented on his Instagram something, and then he commented back to it because it was like a really pretty woman. He commented back to him. People were like, "Bro, what are you doing commenting back to bots?" Like, you idiot.
He's got all this time on his hands. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, getting kneed in the face with a grill on while you're rolling and stuff. And
freaking doing nothing.
Yeah.
Splitting his lip open. And then now he has less to do. Like, What is he? He's got nothing to do.
Like, he made a joke. He's like, "Oh, I'll be out till 2023." And it's like, if we liked you, that would probably be really funny.
Yeah. But no one likes you. Everyone wants to see you fight again so you can lose that belt already.
And this mentality is everyone wants to see me lose. Well, yeah, because you faked the knee. You weren't doing that bad. You should have vacated that title.
Yeah, which, if you're going to be out till 2023, like for real, then you're probably going to have to vacate that title.
Yeah.
There's so many people coming up.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do something.
Yeah. And so, what's that? He said, so there's more going on with that is, we have TJ Dillashaw, who he beat Corey Sandhagen, regardless of opinion. He has a win over him, and now he's up there. Petr Yan said he already wants to fight him.
Yeah.
And so we have Corey Sandhagen still in the mix, putting on 2 great fights against TJ Dillashaw. People think he won. Then he put on a great fight against Petorian, and so he's still there. So what do you do with the winner of Font and Aldo?
Make him fight Sandhagen.
Yeah, and then
I mean,
what?
it makes sense.
And then put Sandhagen on 3-5 losing streak if he loses.
Yeah,
You know,
against someone who's either world renowned or someone who is just bulldozing through the division.
And so I think with that, probably if like let's say whoever goes in there wins this Saturday, they should make it a depending on how they win. Like if Font goes in there and knocks him out, then you know what? Fuck it. He's the next title challenger. Vacate the belt from Aljamain Sterling, put it on Petorian, make them fight for the belt. You know, I know that.
But then what do you do with Dillashaw?
Dillashaw, he's injured anyways.
Oh, yeah, he's out anyway. He's on the shelf.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like, you know what? Wait till he gets back. Give him the winner.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead. And
or wait till have him and Sterling fight.
Yeah, the two most hated people in MMA fight each other. I still hope Dillashaw wins that one.
Yeah, me too. I actually like Dillashaw. He cheated. But, I mean, I like him.
He was cheating a lot in the Sandhagen fight. Whenever
I like Brock Lesnar. He cheated.
Yeah.
I like Forrest Griffin. He said he cheated all the time.
Yeah. Derek Lewis cheats. He openly says it. I need a break. I'll kick him in the nuts. Like,
yeah. So,
as long as you're not doing steroids.
What is it? It's not cheating unless you get caught.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah. So.
That doesn't mean do steroids.
I don't condone illegal shots.
As long as you're not gouging eyes either. But I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like whenever there's an intense fight going on and one of the guys kicks the other dude in the dick, it's the funniest thing sometimes. When it's a really bad one, like I'm like, that's kind of funny. That looks like it fucking sucks, but that's a little funny.
Well, let us know your thoughts on the Rob Font and Jose Aldo card. Let us know what you're looking forward to as this year comes to a close. We got Oliveira, Poirier coming up. We got Derek Lewis fighting again against Kyle Dawkins. Chris Dawkins? Kyle Dawkins. A. Dawkins. So that's pretty exciting. We just like talking about MMA, so talk with us. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
We like playing the UFC game, so...
come catch us fade.
Yeah. See, we're on Xbox and PlayStation, so... What do you want? Which one do you want?
What you trying to do?
Where you trying to catch these hands, bro?
Fucking, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for everybody.
Yeah, we're not good, but we enjoy it.
I'm undefeated, undisputed.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, get at me.
Okay.
Yeah. And so also just, I guess, to leave off with some news as well. I guess Yanez versus Sean O'Malley might be getting made.
Yeah, I really, really hope that one gets made. But I will say, deep down, part of me hopes Sean O'Malley is too scared to make that fight happen. Because I feel like that'll do a lot for Adrian Yanez. That says a lot about him if Sean O'Malley's too scared to fight him. And then Adrian can go around being like, yeah, Sean doesn't want to fight me. He's scared. He knows I'll knock him out. So I'll take whoever's next. I don't really care. Because that's how Adrian's going to approach it.
Yeah.
He's going to want the Sean O'Malley fight. Metro's going to want him to have that fight because it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But if Sean's not going to sign it, they're okay. Moving on. We need to keep going.
Yeah.
And they're on a warpath right now. So whoever they fight next is going to be a big deal, I think.
What if Sean O'Malley said, nah, I don't want Yanez. Give me Leomano Martinez.
Get knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That fight would be very interesting too.
Yeah.
But if that fight does happen, if Mano wins, Sean O'Malley's done.
Yeah.
If Sean wins, Yanez gonna be like, all right, now you need to come fight me, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna kill you.
That would be very interesting. But yeah, no, I hope that fight happens. That's a very fun fight. What else we got? December 4th, we have Carlos Nava's boxing match coming up. Mm-hmm. We're going to be there, and we're going to be repping our podcast. So if you're there, let us know. Say hi. We'll come say hi. We'll get a picture. We'll post it. We'll do that stuff. We'll hang out. We'll high-five you and stuff.
Probably come have a drink with us. We'll be hanging out. We'll be part of the media. We'll be hanging out, having a beer.
And that's by Next Fight Up and LT Gray Promotions are coming together to put on a pretty big boxing event at the Bayou Music Center. And I'm pretty excited for that. Pretty sure it's Bayou Music Center.
You're talking about I thought it was in Galveston. At the San Luis Resort again.
Look it up. I don't know. I'm just excited. Leave me alone. But there's also some good MMA fights coming that time. So be ready for some good fights, guys and gals.